Okay, good evening everyone, or to the people that are experiencing an evening right now. I'm out in the wild. We're out of the room. I hope all of you are doing well, and if not, I hope that you're at least safe. Jesus. I might be laughing and all that, but these past few days has been really difficult and really hard for me. So I've just been in my head, just mentally feeling frustrated, feeling like on edge. I think I've mentioned that before in my previous video. I'm about to cross the street, so hold on, don't want to die. Aw, I thought that was a cat. That's a bag. I'm safe, yay. Got to the other side. So, but yeah, I've been feeling just a lot of emotional and mental turmoil, or I guess turbulence, just a lot of just so much. I don't even know how to really explain it right now, and some of you, I know at least right now, some of you are going through that too, going through your own personal battles, your struggles, and getting frustrated at what's going on in your life, getting frustrated at, people trying to get into your shit, people trying to get into your business, your own mind trying to get into your business and kind of destroy your strength, destroy your potential to create better for yourself. And to be positive, to excuse me, to fight back against the thoughts, the feelings, the events that have been coming at you. Especially with someone like me, I struggle with that. I struggle oh my god, sorry, I got so much phlegm. I struggle with being able to let myself have a bad day. And when I say this, I don't mean like, yes, express your emotions, express your frustrations. If you need to scream, fucking scream. If you need to curse, fucking fuck curse. If you need to cry, if you need to just kind of tune out emotions, because sometimes, I know some people say like, oh, feeling is healing, but sometimes you need to not numb yourself, but ground yourself. We gotta find healthy ways to let out the steam, let out the sadness, let out, all the burdens that we have, when it comes to health, when it comes to, taking our kids to school. Not saying that I have kids, but, some of you, do have kids. I'm going to sit here for a second because I'm going to cross soon. And I don't want to cross while doing this, Jesus. And take up people's time. But you gotta let yourself have these days. You gotta really let yourself feel it. And also let yourself get back into, get back to the moment, like in the moment, grounding, knowing like, hey, everything's okay. Like, I know everything is not okay right now, but and my mind is fighting with me, my emotions are fighting with me, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna stay like this forever, because even in your mind will kind of try to pull on you, or even will try to make you feel like you're gonna be in some sort of emotional state forever. You're gonna have these thoughts forever. That's not true, especially if you're taking the time to put in the work, to meditate, to ground, to feel, even if it's just a little bit, to be honest with yourself, like, hey, this fucking sucks. Like, you know, sometimes I say to myself, like, I just don't want to be here. You know, not saying that, this is not me saying like I'm gonna take action and do it. Like, no, I'm way past that. I'm not suicidal anymore. I don't feel worthless anymore, and to the point where I feel like I shouldn't be here. That's not true. You know, and that isn't true for you either. For any of you that are experiencing, you know, those, you know, that sort of that mindset, which is it's fucking horrible. You know, it's horrible to be your own worst enemy. And sorry, I keep switching my arms because my arms are getting tired. I need to work out my arms. They're all flabby. So yeah, you got this. And it may not feel like you got it, but you don't, that's the fucking thing. You don't need to have the feeling to be motivated to get it. You know, I know sometimes we need kind of that dopamine, that feeling in order to feel like, oh yeah, we can achieve it, we can do it. But, you know, sometimes you need to have discipline. You need to have determination within yourself, knowing that despite how I feel, despite what my thoughts tell me, or that's the thing, crazy thing is, you think that the thoughts you experience in your head are your thoughts, but they're really not. It's kind of what's been fed to you, and kind of what you're taking to kind of believe it. Even if you don't want to believe it, even if, you know, deep down you don't want to believe it, and you don't want to feel that way, you don't want to think that way, but, you know, we have a little parrot in our head that tells us, hey, you're not good enough, hey, you don't mean fucking shit, you know. And it's, like I said, it's really sad to be our own bully. It's sad to be our own worst enemy. But that doesn't mean, and some of you, it may just be like this 24/7, which I know it is for me. But that doesn't mean you have to fucking listen to it. You know, and there's so many ways you can distract yourself. You can kind of move away from those thoughts. So I definitely believe in you. You know, I know that may not click in your head right away, but especially being someone who has experienced, you know, just being suicidal, trying to attempt so many times. You know, I used to not be a great person. I used to be so emotionally unstable. I used to just let my thoughts tell me who I am. And not saying that I don't have days where I believe what the thoughts tell me, you know. Sometimes I do, and it really gets me down. But I fought really hard to get to this point. Like, no, I don't have to listen to my thoughts. No, I don't have to listen to what my family tell me. No, I don't have to listen to, what my friends tell me, etc. And that's a day-by-day, step-by-step process, which is, it's fucking like, I want the change now, but you deserve the wait. You deserve the growth. You deserve that time you take for yourself to kind of detox, to heal, to express yourself in a healthy way, in a healthy, safe way, where you're not hurting yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, and not hurting others physically, mentally, spiritually. You know, which I've met people that have like kind of taking their anger out on people. And I used to be that person, like thinking like, oh well, I was told by my therapist, or you know, I saw this video telling me to express myself, so this is how I feel like I need to express it. No, you need to also have, you know, fucking mindfulness, discernment. You know, are you expressing yourself in a way where it's really growing you? Are you expressing yourself in a way where you're also being mindful of others? You know, because what you say, how you treat others, that also affects them too. And there's a car and the light is in my eyes. But yeah, people are looking at me. It's kind of awkward. So sorry, and this is I'm kind of doing this quick because my family wants you know, ice cream and stuff, so I'm gonna go get them that, and kind of don't like being in public sometimes, so I'm kind of talking fast. But allow yourself to have this bad day, but also let yourself to have room when you're able to laugh, when you're able to feel a moment of happiness or a moment of hope. That's a fucking good sign. So yes, that's all I have to say. You deserve to feel, you know, whole within yourself, but you gotta find that for yourself. You know, I can't do it for you. You know, other people may have the words to encourage you, to inspire you, but at the end of the day, you're the one in the main seat. You're the one that really gets to create what kind of life you want for yourself, how you want to treat yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. So yeah, good night. And please take care of yourself, and much love.